Welcome back to the We Are City channel. We start today's episode with some really surprising news coming out from Kevin De Bruyne. Some big news really in terms of the future at Manchester City, of Manchester City's captain. The 89 rated 33-year-old midfielder has come to Pep Guardiola's office for a talk with the manager. And he says, "Pep, there's something I need to talk to you about. I've had a setback with my knee." And of course, Kevin De Bruyne is currently out till the end of the season, suffering from an ACL injury that's ruled him out for around 7 to 8 months of the season. He said, "The doctors say it's not good. Recovery is going to take longer than we thought." Well, having an injury that serious at this age, this stage of your career, can be really bad news. And Pep Guardiola asks, longer? How much longer? And De Bruyne replies, "The rest of the season is already gone, but now they're saying it could be even longer." And I'm hearing from the physios and staff that it could be another 3 or 4 months before De Bruyne steps back on the field, which will be probably halfway of next season, nearly as well. He says, "My contract is up soon, Pep, and I don't know if I'll ever be on the pitch for City again." That is absolutely terrible news. And Kevin De Bruyne, we don't want to lose him, to be honest with you. I would have given him a new contract straight away. That was the plan, to keep him at City until the end of his career, but this injury has really changed things. Pep Guardiola says, "This is tough, Kevin. You've given everything to this club. You've been a leader, a fighter, but this injury is very serious." And De Bruyne says, "I know, I've been thinking, Pep, maybe this is it. Maybe it's time to let go." Wow. Even De Bruyne at this stage in his setting, his mental setting, I suppose, around being a Manchester City player, thinks it is time. He wants to maybe recover away from the club, maybe leave as a free agent, come back possibly if he recovers from the injury, or do we give him a short-term deal, one where it's a pay-as-you-play sort of deal, or does he decide that he wants to move to the US and play in the MLS once he gets back to sharpness, which will be probably about the start of the time when the new MLS season starts. Says, "I don't believe that," says Pep Guardiola, "but whatever happens, no, this club and I personally will support you every step of the way, whether it's here at City or whether life takes you next, because we expect that it could be somewhere else that he goes." De Bruyne says, "Thank you, Pep. It means a lot, but for now, I just need to focus on getting through this one step at a time." But at the end of the season, when it comes to discussing Kevin De Bruyne's contract situation with it expiring, there is big talks to have between City sporting director, chairman, Kevin De Bruyne, Manchester City. What's right for the club? What's right for the player? What's right for the squad? And I'm a little worried that might just be the end of Kevin De Bruyne's career. I mean, him talking like that is very serious at this stage of the season as well. I think he knows that this is going to be a big one to return from. Well, this is the Premier League table. Manchester City, with 10 games left in the Premier League season, sit 3 points behind league leaders Liverpool, who beat us 1-0. And that 1-0 win has put us in a precarious position. Tottenham Hotspur are 1 point behind us. 1 point behind us, with 3 points off Liverpool, 1 point behind us, Spurs on 59 points. They're in a title race as well. Newcastle in 4th on 53, United in 5th and 51, Arsenal in 6th and 49. But they're 10 points off. Spurs in 3rd place. Arsenal aren't getting into the title race. Arsenal aren't getting into the title race. It is us against Liverpool. Perhaps Spurs a bit of an outsider. And at the moment, 3 points off Liverpool with 10 games remaining. Coming to the Etihad today is Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, down in 5th position. In goal starts David Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Jurriën Timber and also Zinchenko, the back four. Rice, Merino and Captain Odegaard, the midfield three. Saka, Martinelli and Kai Havertz, the front three. Nketiah has been signed. No Calafiori on that bench today. Is Jesus, Trossard, Jorginho, Aaron Ramsdale, Thomas Partey and also Gabriel in there for Mikel Arteta's team. They haven't lost in the last 5. They've drawn 2 and won 3. They come in with a pretty decent record to the Etihad Stadium. The City starting 11 for Arsenal. So Ederson starts and goal is captain. Diaz, Akanji and Vardiol a back 3, with Stones and Rodri in a holding midfield role in front. Foden and Guimaraes in front of that, with Doku on the left, Savinho on the right and Ivan Toney through the middle. Shaking things up a little bit here, like Pep Guardiola would do to try and outsmart Mikel Arteta. On the bench, a very strong City bench. Grealish, Bob, Bernardo Silva, Mateo Kovacic, Nathan Ake, Rico Lewis and Stefan Ortega. A strong City side, a different formation, a different style as we look to beat Arsenal at the Etihad. There is the changing room ready for this big one. It's not a top of the table clash like we expected in City versus Arsenal. It's 2nd versus 5th, but we thought it would be 2nd and 1st. City behind Liverpool by 3 points. Arsenal, well, around 10 points off a top 4 finish. Big game today at the Etihad. Manchester City versus Arsenal at the Etihad. Arsenal looking to try and get into that top 4 after a surprisingly poor season. We're trying to keep in and around Liverpool. after losing to them and with 3 points behind with 10 games to go. Back into Foden. Great ball by Savinho. Phil Foden. Foden wants support. It's not coming. There was no one in the box then. Foden to the edge of the box to Rodri. Rodri on the left foot. Blocked away. Back to Rodri. Rodri still. Great play by Rodri. Rodri hits one! What a strike by Rodri for Manchester City. And City have an early lead at the Etihad here. Hits it back to him and he takes it round Jeraine Timber. A difficult angle. But Rodri finds the back of the net. What a finish by Rodri. What a goal by Rodri. 1-0 Manchester City. What the fine margins there for that one to go in. City have the lead at the Etihad by 1-0. And what a first 7 minutes from Manchester City. Away from Manu Akanji. Martinelli. Akanji in there into Martinelli. Uses his strength well, and Manu Akanji recovers really well there, Manu. Brilliant from Akanji here. Brilliant from Akanji there defensively. Doku. Doku against Ben White. Doku into the box here, defended by Ben White behind for a corner. Good play at the Etihad by Manchester City. Corner ball. Savinho. Foden. Doku. Jeremy Doku absolutely balloons that one over the bar. Kanji stays with him. Only for a second. Martinelli away. Stones chases. Martinelli. Saka in the middle. Stones dives in. Saka with a chance. Save by Ederson. And a save by Ederson again just. Again, Savinho gives it away. But Foden pounced on a mistake touch there. Foden over to Ivan Toney. Toney in. Doku is there. Not the best of balls from Toney. Saka. Ødegaard. Ruben Diaz slides in. Ødegaard around the challenges. Brilliant by Ødegaard. 3-on-1 here. Akanji across. What a challenge by Manu Akanji. Saves a certain goal there. 3-on-2. Vardiol for City. Vardiol into Doku. Good break ball. Doku. Guimaraes. Into Savinho. Savinho! Saved and smothered by Raya. Back into the danger zone and Raya picks it up. Savinho should score. Savinho. In behind to John Stones. Back to Savinho. A little bit shaky from City. Savinho. 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 What a run. Savinho! What a goal by Savinho! 2-0 Manchester City at the Etihad. What a goal by Savinho. That is top level. Just kept going. What a run by Savinho. Bottom corner past Raya. Spectacular football by City's Brazilian magical winger. 2-0 Manchester City at the Etihad against Arsenal, who are fighting for top 4. And City here today have been brilliant. I have to say credit to Manu Akanji. He stopped that going to 1-1 at one point. Half-time whistle goes. Manchester City lead by 2-0 at half-time here. Second half underway. City looking to keep things this way, but Kai Havertz with a bit of too much space here. Havertz through to Saka. Could be a great start for Arsenal. Ederson comes out and makes the save. And I think Saka's offside anyway, which he is. Rodri across. Martinelli takes it very far wide here. Gabriel Martinelli. Past Manu Akanji for the first time today. Martinelli. Rodri. Havertz. Havertz the chance. Saved by Ederson. Akanji gets it away. Well done, Manu. He's been sold a little bit there. Manu Akanji for the first time today. Foden. He has over to Vardiol. Doku. He's been left in lots of space here. What are Arsenal doing? Doku for City. Doku. Ivan Toney on the turn puts it wide. Should be 3. I don't exactly know how we messed that one up. Giving away to Phil Foden. Into Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Bruno Guimaraes, she's in here. Guimaraes, she's offside. Oh, ref. How? Well, Gabriel Jesus, former City man, comes on for Kai Havertz. Diaz steps out. Ødegaard on the turn here. Ødegaard, great feet. Vardiol in there. Ødegaard in the box, goes down. It's a penalty Arsenal in the 88th minute. And a yellow card for Joško Vardiol. So no clean sheet for City. Good feet by Ødegaard. Saka off. It's Leandro Trossard. Trossard sends Ederson the wrong way. 2-1 Arsenal, pull one back. No clean sheet for the City side today, unfortunately. After a good performance. It's a late penalty from Arsenal. And a little bit of scary last few moments now. Declan Rice presses. Listen out to Manu Akanji. Akanji for City. Full-time whistle goes the Etihad. A 2-1 win over Arsenal. That is big as we try and chase down this Liverpool side. And Pep Guardiola once again gets the better of Mikel Arteta. Rodri on the score sheet, Savinho on the score sheet, and City with a good 2-1 win. Well, we may have beat Arsenal by 2-1, but Liverpool, they beat Brighton by 3-2. So there is still 3 points difference in the title race. Spurs have lost the game, have they? Oh, they've not picked up maximum points. They're on 62 points, and we have got a game in hand on them alongside Liverpool. Newcastle working their way up, and that Arsenal defeat keeps them very much firmly in 6th, but still not far off 5th place Manchester United. One of our youth players who's been impressing a lot in the youth system off that left-hand side in the EDS side is Emilio Lawrence, signed from Everton a few years ago at 16 years of age. A Manchester City fan and considered a really top prospect. He's been impressing in first-team training where he has been given some chances by Pep Guardiola. We reckon he's got around an 83 potential, a dynamic winger with excellent ball control, vision and a high work rate. He's strong in one-on-one situations, he excels in both scoring and creating opportunities, and he's showing great promise for the future. Now, he didn't go on the pre-season tour, Emilian Lawrence, at the start of this season, but I do expect him to go on the pre-season tour at the start of next season, and that will be another chance for him to impress Pep Guardiola and the scouts and the staff and everyone involved at Manchester City and the trainers, because he has been impressing when he's given chances in first-team training. If he does impress in pre-season, I expect he could be one of those young players, obviously on the fringes of the squad, to be promoted to the first team next season and then given a chance in first-team plays like the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup for Manchester City, if he can continue this development which he's on. But at the moment, he's impressing a lot, and there's high hopes for Emilio Lawrence at Manchester City. 7th place Aston Villa, our next test, who've given us some really good games so far this season. A little bit inconsistent in Emery's side, 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 in the Premier League. Emi Martinez, unavailable and injured, that's great news. So Gauchi comes in goal, and Martinez is a brilliant goalkeeper. It's Cash, Captain Pau Torres, Thomas Araujo and Mats in the back 4. Bailey, Tielemans, Kamara and Coleman in the midfield 4, with João Felix in behind Ollie Watkins up top. Onana, Lo Celso, Mings, Buendia, Olsen, Dobbin and Kessler Hayden on the bench in Emery's side. I think with that goalkeeper in goal, shots from range, shots on target, we should be winning this game. Martinez tends to be a game changer in terms of making saves and keeping his side in the game. There's a side for Aston Villa today. Edison starts in goal. Manu Akanji, after that heroic game against Arsenal, starts alongside Captain Diaz, Ake and Joško Vardiol. It's Rodri, Kovacic and Phil Foden in the midfield 3 with Grealish, Ivan Toney and Savinho at the front 3. Grealish face off against his former side. We've got Doku, Bob, Bernardo Silva, Guimarães, Stones, Walker and Ortega on the City bench. So at the Etihad, once again, a 2-1 win over Arsenal, looking for a big win over 7th place Aston Villa here. Phil Foden, 23 years of age, one of our star players in that midfield, and looking for another superstar performance from him today. Manchester City versus Aston Villa. Mateo Kovacic giving an odd-headed Bruno Guimarães today. It's live from the Etihad Stadium. Villa are a good side. We need to be careful. He knocks out the Carabao Cup. We knocked them out the FA Cup. Watkins flicks it into Vardiol and keeps going here. Watkins with the ball in. Far post! Off the post! Villa score, but it's offside. But what is going on there? Kingsley Coman scores. He's the man offside, but that is crazy. What a poor start by City here at the Etihad. They moved the ball very quickly, Villa, with Watkins and Felix and Bailey and so on. Ball through here towards Leon Bailey, and Edison with a spectacular save from City's Brazilian. What a save from Edison. Kanji intercepts that one. Foden. Savinho wide. We need Toney in the middle, but he's not there. Savinho. Fired to the far post, aggression away by Aston Villa. Big one, long one by the goalkeeper. Headed on by Watkins brilliantly towards João Felix. City in trouble here. João Felix is always going to score that one. And Aston Villa take the lead at the Etihad. Ake loses the flick on against Watkins, and then João Felix is in. And a very good finish past the goalkeeper, Edison. Back wide to Vardiol. Vardiol in. Toney's there, blocked away by Villa. Back out, Vardiol. Grealish. Rodri. Savinho. Kovacic. Oh, what a crap pass by Kovacic. Into Savinho. And here's Savinho, the Brazilian. Savinho cuts inside. Pau Torres, what a touch by Savinho. Savinho! Good save by the keeper as he angled it to the bottom corner. Step overs by Savinho. 40 minutes in the clock here. City look for an equaliser at the end of the first half. Savinho, Rodri. Phil Foden! Oh, and a big save by the keeper. As Foden angles one towards the top corner. He's been very good, this goalkeeper. Cross him. AKANJI down. Grealish. Foden. Cross in. Ivan Toney with a free header off the bar and in. But he's offside, Ivan Toney. Wide to Grealish. Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish onto the keeper. And behind for a corner. Great save by the third choice Villa keeper again. Foden in. Grealish in there for a header. Back out to Foden. Foden straight to Leon Bailey. That ball by Ake. Ake's had a bad game today. Back in there today. Ake out of position. Walking to the start of this one. What a tackle by Ruben Diaz. What a tackle by Diaz. But Nathan Ake. I'm thinking of taking him out here. Grealish for City. Running through this Villa side. Grealish. What a run by Grealish here. Grealish. Great play. Savinho. Crossed him. Tony's there. Kovacic on. Tony on the turn. Tony on the volley. Tony scores for Manchester City 1-1. Rifles it into that bottom corner. Does Ivan Toney. What a finish by our striker. Great play by Grealish, by the way. Kovacic knocks it on. Tony one touch. Opens up the body. Bang. Bottom corner. Great finish from Tony. We need him to be scoring goals because Haaland's not coming back. Good finish by Tony. Haaland is not coming back this season. And then into Savinho on a ball by AKANJI. Savinho. Foden. Back in behind to Savinho. Villa opened up here. Savinho for Manchester City. Savinho. Savinho! Saved by the keeper again. And here's Ollie Watkins now. A chase against AKANJI. And AKANJI again steps in there. And makes another world-class challenge, Manu AKANJI. Nathan Ake. Pings one out towards Savinho. Rodri. Through to Ivan Toney. Toney into the box. Kovacic arriving! What a save by the keeper again. What a save by the keeper again. AKANJI. Oh, AKANJI makes a mistake there. That comes from Phil Foden's pass. And here's Kingsley Coman. And Ruben Diaz tries to foul him. And it's Kingsley Coman. Edison makes the save. And AKANJI puts behind for a corner. And there will be a yellow card for Rodri for a late one in the midfield. Absolutely destroys Yuri Tillerhands with that tackle, Rodri. Good play by Coleman, good tackle by Diaz, Rodri. On to Jack Grealish here for Manchester City, Grealish. Grealish wide to Doku, it's a good ball, Jeremy Doku. Against Pau Torres, Doku. Doku inside, Doku, great play. Doku with a chance! Oh, Doku wide the post! Vardy with a switch towards Savinho brilliantly. Opens up Villa here. Savinho into Bernardo Silva. Great running from Bernardo. Oh, he just nearly gets past Pau Torres. Back to the keeper, off Ivan Toney's hand. Oh, Nana on. Rodri back down. Rodri gives it away. And here's Ollie Watkins. Last chance, going to be a draw against Villa at home here. Or is it? Diaz can't take it off Watkins. AKANJI puts it behind for a corner. Referee have played the time now. It's going to be a draw at home to Villa, and that might just put us out the title race here. Oh, Nana with a header over the bar. Full-time whistle goes. Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 1. And I'll have to see what that means in terms of Champions League games as well. But in terms of the Premier League table, Gauchi played well in goal. We should have won that game. Liverpool haven't played their game. They play Manchester United with 2 points off them. We would have been level with a win there today. I expect Liverpool to beat Manchester United, and I expect them to pull away 5 points clear with 8 games to go. And that looks like it's going to be a Liverpool title. We end today's episode with a glowing loan report on a midfielder out on loan at Leeds United this season in Jacob Wright. The whole midfielder who wears the number 8 for Leeds United while on loan has led Leeds, playing every game in midfield pretty much, to a top of the table sitting currently in the Championship. Leeds expected to be promoted, and Jacob Wright, that midfield metronome, has been the heart of that on loan for Manchester City. 33 appearances for Leeds so far this season, had a really good loan spell, 2 goals and 2 assists for the 18-year-old. A highly talented young midfielder known for his vision, passing accuracy and versatility. He excels in creating goal scoring opportunities, that is from deeper areas, and possesses strong tactical awareness, making him a promising future star. That's a key bit there in the scout report future star. His ability to dictate the tempo of a game is mature ahead of his years. And like I said, he's been a mainstay in the Leeds United side since joining on loan. Daniel Farke absolutely loves him in that Leeds midfield. He's played in a 4-2-3 on the left-hand side of a holding midfield role. And he's one that we're looking at and thinking, well, if we're looking for a backup to Rodri in the future, maybe EMERY play alongside Rodri, and we want a young midfielder in there who can play in that holding midfield role. Jacob Wright seems to be making a big impression while out on loan at Leeds United. He's really kicked on. He's been a big part of Leeds, and I think if Leeds United are promoted to the Premier League, which is expected, possibly Leeds will come back and try and take Jacob Wright on loan again. That would be something I wouldn't be against for him to continue his development at the side. Thank you for watching today's episode. Please like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to see these videos extended and early, join the We Are Cities Members Club. It is really worth it for the content you get, and we'll see you guys next time.